Mr. Marks, can you find for me someone strong and sweet fitting on my knee? She can keep her job if she gets it wrong. Oh, but Mr. Marks, I won't need her long. All I need is help for a little while. Who can take dictation and learn to smile? And a temporary secretary is what I need for to do the job. I need a temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary. Mr. Marks, can you send her quick? 'Cause my regular has been getting sick. I need a temporary secretary, temporary secretary. Mr. Marks, I can pay her well if she comes along and can stay a spell. I will promise now that I'll treat her right. I will really keep her till late at night. She can be a belly dancer, I don't need a true romancer. She can be a diplomat, I don't need a girl like that. She can be a neurosurgeon if she's doing nothing urgent. What I need's a temporary secretary. I need her. I need her. Temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary, temporary secretary. Now, Mr. Marks, when you send her back, will you please make sure she stays on the right track? She can be a belly dancer, I don't need a true romancer. She can be a diplomat, I don't need a girl like that. She can be a neurosurgeon if she's doing nothing urgent. What I need's a temporary secretary. Temporary secretary, 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 temporary secretary.
Kind regards, masses. It's me, Highbike, and I am back with some more Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. And yes, as Pork has guessed, that was a Paul McBlunty song. Well, a cover of a Paul McBlunty song. It's Temporary Secretary, a cover done by Darkstar. Yeah, of the Paul McCartney song. I just figured that, you know, since we're doing Igus's route, like, this song came up on my playlist while I was going to work, and I realized, you know, the synths makes me think robot. I think Igus would like Temporary Secretary. I don't know. But then I remembered this cover existed, and, like, I think it fits, like, it has this, like, eeriness to it, and just, like, kind of like a fever dream kind of feel to it, which I think perfectly fits for what we're about to experience in a bit. But yeah, let me just get this open. Oh wait, yeah, the sound should be on. But yeah, last time on Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, we did Kanji's joke route and his true route. Well, at least up until the point where we reached the cliffhanger. And the joke route has him thinking that the whole events of, like, this the tournament was a dream, and, like, he ends up solving the case, but everyone's just like, Kanji, what the fuck, this wasn't a dream. But then his true ending, you know, he realizes it's not a dream. Hi, Yosuke! But yeah, before we finish that, we have other story routes to do, so, like, right now we could choose from Igus's, Akihiko's, and Mitsu's story modes. I'm gonna do Igus's because I want the plane route. Because I remember the last time we streamed this, we were stuck on that plane for about an hour with Deep Breath playing in the background, and that was torture. But yeah. What is this? 2 days in a row? Yeah, I know. Persona 4, 2 days in a row. Nah, but yeah, like, this one just happened to be next up in the lineup, so that's what we're doing. And hello, Jack and Chuck, what's up? Yeah, Chie was there earlier, yes, the waifu, right after my husbando, but yeah. You wish Kanji's story was available at the start. Probably would have chosen the joke getting on accident, like you did with Yukiko's accident first. Oh, it was Yukiko's you got on accident first. I just remember you mentioned something about, like, getting a joke route on accident first, which is hilarious. But yeah, it would be cool if you could like start with any of the Persona 4 main cast story modes, but you know that's not what they chose to do. It's interesting,
Persona
but yeah,
4
it just
Ultimax.
causes a lot of like. I mean, there's differences in like all the story modes, but like some of them kind of follow the same vein. But yeah, anyways, let's get right into Aigis' story mode. But yeah, how are you guys today? I'm good. Busy day today. Since I watched the Sonic movie yesterday, I started watching Sonic Boom, and it's been funny. But yeah, like Labrys's voice actress actually voices Amy.
Are you awake?
Like she doesn't have the Boston accent, obviously, but like you can definitely tell it's Labrys. So like this whole time I'm watching this, I'm like, oh my god, it's Labrys, and like. It's funny too because they both like swing around giant weapons that you kind of like maul at people. Like Amy has the giant hammer, Labrys has the giant axe. Just imagine if Amy had an axe instead. That'd be pretty scary. But yeah, Exe, yes, hello Hasbulla, what's up? How we doing? Yes.
I'm
There we
sorry.
go.
I had turned off my consciousness to test the new equipment installed on me.
Oh yeah, I also got to play Smash with my coworker again. Like, and, of course, he still won. But, like, we were talking about, like, my streams and stuff. And he's like, so, what's the gimmick for your, like, do you have a gimmick for your stream? And I'm like, everyone knows I love Yosuke. Which, I mean, yeah, it's obvious. He's like, and then he's just like, oh, yeah, I never would have guessed. Took me a while to figure that out. Because, like, yeah, I'm the one with all the Yosuke stickers on my car, and plus, you know, I usually have Yosuke up on my desktop, so yeah. I need everyone to know that he's my husband. Have sex, vula, 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 vuva, vuva. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep training, try hard not to lose against the coworker again, but he's good.
Yes, that's why we use the emergency channel. We've been asked to go into action.
Oh, also, I also felt like watching Tails Gets Trolled. Like, there's, someone does a dub, or they have a dub up on YouTube, and I think they've covered the whole series. But, like, I've watched it before, but I didn't realize that they used, like, Naruto, Persona 4, and Berserk OST, so, like, as soon as the Naruto shit comes up, I'm like, oh my god, no way. And then it starts playing I'll Face Myself at some point, and I'm like, oh my god, no way. But yeah, like, Tails Gets Trolled is certainly something. Like, it's quite a compelling story, and like, it's like, honestly, that's the most ambitious crossover right there. You got like, you know, the Sonic characters, you got Mario, fucking Doug,
Has
that
something
old
happened?
90s cartoon.
Who sent the request?
Like, there's so many things there.
We'll brief you on the details in transit.
But it's certainly quite a journey, so like, I've just been having fun watching that while I'm working. Yeah, I'm a talk Sonic this week. I know, like, the Sonic movie was so good. I'm just like, oh, Sonic.
Also, regulations say that the member
I'm
with
just
the lowest
jumping
serial
into
number
Sonic
is in
stuff
command.
now.
Currently, that's you.
Oh, but besides that, I also started Spy X Family, and I really like it. Yeah, like, it's got some nice jazz in the soundtrack.
I'm in command?
And,
Are you sure about this?
the main character is pretty
After all,
cute,
I'm-
too. But, yeah, like, I always like me some good spy stuff. And, like, the kid's cute, too. Like, he adopts this telepath girl. And, like, you know, you feel bad for her because, like, she keeps, like, getting sent to orphanages and stuff. Always changing her name. And, like, I think I'm gonna like this one. Yeah, it is cute. It's cute, wholesome. I can't wait to see more. Tails Gets Trolled is what YouTube was like in 2007. Oh, yeah. It totally captured... Yeah. Like, that was what the internet was like back then. Like, it's like looking at a window into the past.
You're well
But at
suited
the same
for it,
time,
in
it's
my
timeless. Porkly, runch, reach, conch.
Understood.
Alright, but anyways, here's Aigis. Oh god, here's the plane. What is my favorite TGT fight? Let me think on that. Or you know what? Because of this dub that I was watching, they were using like a mix of Naruto and Persona music. But for like the fight that Sonic has against, you know, the troll boss. I liked that one. And then just like, well, I don't I don't know if I should spoil it, but something happens to Sonic and like they use that one song from Cowboy Bebop, the choir one that goes and like some, yeah, like they like add like a little extra scene there, like Sonic's just kind of like floating through different backgrounds and stuff. I'm not gonna go into detail, but yeah, that really heightened the experience. Yours is Knuckles versus Cheeto Man. Oh, I don't remember that part, but that is later from where I'm at. So like, yeah, I need a refresher, but I can't wait to get to that part. And Chuck watched more of Reincarnated as a Slime, also awaiting the day there are more episodes of Spy X Family. Yeah, gotta wait weekly for the good old episodes, but yeah, I'm really liking it. Took a break from training with Chie mainly for today, resumed tomorrow, and watched more of Solen's solo rank Diamond Climb in Apex. Nice, nice. Sounds like a pretty nice day. Weed party arc is a trip. Oh yeah, you can already tell. You have the words weed and party there. Yeah. God, like, yeah, it's just funny. This whole fucking series, man. But yeah, I can't wait to get to that. Fun stuff. But yes, anyways, May 1st, 2012, 9:30. If I remember correctly, I don't think we're Aigis at this point yet. It's just the narrator. BNHA chapter is out, you're gonna read it? Alright, go for it. Go for it and let us know how that goes. Enjoy. Men equipped with assault suits and tactical vests line the concrete ground. Their urban camouflage and unmoving poses give them the appearance of an orderly line of rocks. 30 minutes have passed since the special assault team took up their positions on the landing strip, surrounding the stopped passenger plane. Help me! Help me! Help! Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Yes, Jacob, we are... It is approaching. But hello, what's up? How are we doing today? Yeah, can't wait for Deep Breath to start playing while we're stuck on the plane. Their captain glares at the plane before he slowly turns around and looks at each of his men. Every last one wears ski masks and thick tactical visors to mask their identities, but he knows them nonetheless. You recorded the Persona ending? Ah, perfect. Yeah, so I think maybe this weekend I'll react to it. Yeah, one of these days. We'll see. But yeah, I just let me know, you know, send me the video, whatever, and we can definitely have a reaction to that on stream. Or actually, how long is it?
Tell me about the situation and make it quick. We don't have much time.
One of the team members steps forward. Yeah, look at this random SWAT dude. The touchscreen tablet in his right hand has a summary of the case on it. Oh, it's just 13 minutes? Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, actually, I highly doubt we'll have time at the end of the stream, but if there happens to be, like, extra time at, like, I don't know, at the end of a stream, maybe we could react to that. But yeah, I think most of this stream is gonna be Aigis' story, especially with how long it goes. But yeah, we'll see. On May 1st, 2012, around 0900 hours, a wide-body passenger aircraft headed for Kagoshima sent out a 7500 squawk code during passenger boarding. Following the signal, the captain reported to the control tower that their aircraft had been hijacked. Since the uprising occurred during passenger boarding, only half of the passengers, 168 exactly, had boarded. The 10 crew members brings a total of 178 hostages thought to be on board. Some passengers seated near the hatch had succeeded in escaping. The following points were gained from questioning them. Take care not to be seen by the hijackers. There are 3 hijackers. All of them are covering their faces with ski masks. All of them are armed with what seem to be pistols. From their voices and builds, they appear to be males. They all spoke fluent Japanese. Currently, the aircraft in question is moved to the front of the landing strip, at the hijackers' insistence, and is stopped there. The authorities have attempted to negotiate with the hijackers by radio, but they have made no demands. The team member finishes his report. The captain nods silently and addresses his team.
There hasn't been a plane hijacked in this country in over 10 years. None of us, not even me, have dealt with this before. Still, the procedure remains the same. Trust yourself, remember your training, and keep a cool head.
The captain turns towards the plane again. Taking that as a cue, the team scatters to their specified posts to take up positions. Hello, Hermit, what's up? How we doing? So we're playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, specifically the Arena story mode, because, this game... There were, 2 games for this, and, the previous game's story is included, so you can understand this main game's story, but, it's about drive, it's about power, we stay hungry, we devour. No, but, geez, how do I explain this? Well, basically, there's a hijacking for the plane. I'm just gonna summarize Aigis' story mode real quick, but yeah, there's a hijacking taking place, and we're going to see what happens. Yes, there's a plane. Yeah, stay frosty, everyone. Stay Jack Frosty, hee-ho! The only thing to do now is to see what happens. But yeah, basically there's a plane hijacking here, so we're about to witness that. Eventually, 10 o'clock comes around. The hijacking ruse is a distraction! Exactly. I have the Boston bot. Yeah, a little glimpse into what's gonna happen. Half an hour has passed with no new developments. Repeated attempts to contact the hijackers have been made, but they have yet to make any demands. Excuse me. Tensions are beginning to rise. The worst case scenario is that they have no need to make demands, that their objective is to seize the passenger plane itself. Yeah, it is interesting. But yeah, this game is mostly the story mode is mostly a visual novel, and there's some fighting and stuff, but it's mainly a fighting game. But yeah, since we're doing story mode, a lot of it is visual novel, so prepare for lots of reading. In this case, the team would be facing a large-scale terrorist attack.
Come on, talk to us.
The captain mutters to himself, deep in thought. From the perspective of rescuing the hostages, every second that passes without learning the hijacker's objective is a second wasted. The captain and his team can wait in hiding, but the same is not true for the passengers on board. For untrained civilians, extreme stress can easily lead to physical and mental problems. It's true not only for the hostages, but for the hijackers as well. When people lose their nerve, they tend to act rashly. The hostages will begin to lose hope, and the hijackers will begin taking it out on the hostages. An hour into the incident, anything could be happening inside the plane. The captain could do nothing but glare as the time ticked by. After 15 more minutes had passed, 15 minutes later, a slight change in the situation was reported. All emails and calls going through stations near the airport are being checked, but at the moment, no messages are thought to have been sent from inside the plane. It appeared that the hijackers had confiscated all cellular phones, as per standard hijacking plans, but...
Sir, there's a report from HQ. They picked up a transmission from one of the passengers' cell phones. It's a smartphone with GPS, so they can tell it's inside the plane.
Confirm those details for me.
There are 2 possibilities. The hijackers are using a passenger's phone to contact associates outside, or a passenger is contacting someone in secret. The latter possibility is more likely. More and more devices have communication capabilities now, making it extremely difficult for hijackers to remove them entirely from play. And the more hostages there are involved, the more courageous they become, and the more likely they are to take risks. Unfortunately, more hostages involved means it's all the more dangerous to provoke the hijackers. Each individual hostage is worth less to them. The details of the transmission make it apparent that the situation is worse than the team had assumed. The cell phone's owner is a man in his 60s in first class. He signed up for a certain service after being diagnosed with a heart illness. It's a remote EKG monitoring service that keeps track of the patient's heartbeat. A scheduled message was automatically sent from the patient's cell phone. The service provider promptly contacted the police, informing them that the man was in bad shape.
A man's life is at stake if we don't wrap this up within the hour. Looks like we can't stall for time.
As panic spreads, a proposal for negotiations based on this fact and a proposal to storm the plane are both considered. But because only half the passengers had boarded, the situation inside the plane is uncertain, making devising a tactical plan difficult. Though, if nothing is done, the passenger will surely succumb within the hour. A blunder like that must be avoided at all costs. That was the thinking that guided the police officials to make their decision. That same day, at 10:30,
What? Withdraw? This is a hijacking! What are you thinking, withdrawing our people? Yes, I understand.
Wait, what's going on?
Orders are orders. We'll fall back at once. Get ready.
no one understood the sudden withdrawal order. Why withdraw the team during a hijacking? No one on the scene agreed with the decision, but the order could not be overturned. The men here are not the brain, but limbs whose power is best put to use by precisely following orders. Just then, another group approaches without a sound. Oh boy, here we go! Alright, buckle up. Its members are dressed differently, in suits and trench coats, but all of them are wearing black and sunglasses. At a glance, it is clear that they are tall, well-built, and used to rough situations. With God, this fucking song! With nearly 20 of them gathered in one place, they are imposing despite their silence. Help me! Yes, soon. They don't seem to be airport personnel, but neither are they known to the police. Help me! This fucking song. Deep breath in. But the captain senses they're in the same line of work and approaches.
Who are you?
His voice is laced with suspicion, but the man at the head of the group speaks dispassionately, as if he'd heard nothing.
For the next half hour, we're in command of this scene.
Oh yeah, the man in black.
You didn't answer the question. Who's responsible
Man
for
in
this?
black. Do I think the Kirijo group invested in Paradigm X? You know what? Considering them, I think they might have. Yeah. Seems like something they do. The captain's tone unconsciously hardens. The group of men in black parts and one of their number in the rear steps forth. It's her, I think. Yeah, the captain can't stop himself from furrowing his brow. He can already sense the unrest spreading amongst his team who watches in silence. They invested in Igus coin. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The one stepping forward looks like a 17 or 18-year-old girl. She is dressed in black and wears sunglasses like those around her, but her slender build is out of place. Her blonde hair stands out even more in contrast to her all-black outfit. The girl walks a few more steps forward and removes her sunglasses. Here she is! Toaster! The captain had intended to appraise the look in her eyes, but only gasps in the face of her crystalline blue. He quickly regains himself and frowns.
So you're the one in charge?
Yes,
Are you shitting me?
Are you shitting me?
there is no time to waste quarreling.
The girl looks at him fearlessly, despite the armed team surrounding her. The absurdity of it all is what helps the captain get over his surprise. Her age and appearance are most likely meaningless. She is clearly no ordinary girl.
Are you not even gonna tell me who you're with?
I cannot.
So you expect me to hand over control of the scene to you without even telling me who the hell you are?
I believe orders to withdraw have already been issued.
Her calm, sweet voice only irritates him. The captain closes the distance to the girl, and while he stops short of grabbing her suit, he glares into those blue eyes from only inches away.
Lady, I don't know what kind of juice you have with the brass, but are you ready to be responsible for the deaths of those passengers?
Like this juice.
Your protests are doing nothing to relieve the danger. Rescuing them as soon as possible is my, or rather, our duty.
The girl is completely unruffled as she speaks. It's like she's a machine or something, the captain thinks, more dumbfounded than angry.
Have faith in us. We
Yeah,
too
you ain't
wish
wrong.
to save them.
For the first time, something like determination flickers within those crystalline eyes. My jimmies are ruffled. After looking into them, the captain finds something akin to resolve and confidence in them. He steps back. Raising his right hand to his chest, he shows the girl his watch.
But you
Excuse
got
me.
exactly 30 minutes and not a second more.
Understood.
After the girl nods, she gives instructions to prepare a stair car to the group she is leading. The captain's fist tightens nervously. Since there are few uses for a stair car, quietly moving it in place may make the hijackers think that a strike team is getting ready to storm the plane. But there is no hesitation in the girl's actions.
Well then, move in as naturally as possible while staying in their blind spots.
Eventually, a roofless stair car advances slowly towards the passenger plane.
The closest we can get without them noticing will be about 10 meters from the plane.
That will be more than enough.
More than enough. What's the point of half-assing it like that? The captain's annoyance begins to turn to curiosity. If she is replacing the SAT, then she must have a plan beyond simple brute force, but...
Now, let's begin.
The stair car stops. The girl gets out of the driver's seat. She walks slightly behind the vehicle, turns towards the passenger plane, and squats down.
What's she doing?
The captain brings up a pair of binoculars to see what she will do. At first, he assumes she is going to use the stair car's movement as a decoy and send her team in from a different direction. Like humans, most vehicles have significant blind spots above and underneath. Yet, that doesn't seem to be her plan. Remember when it was suggested that this was a panty raid on Mitsuru? Oh yeah! Oh, that was funny. Does she plan to make her move while using the stair car as cover? Is she possibly going to snipe them? The captain discards the possibility. It would be foolish to set up a sniper perch at a lower angle of elevation, where the girl is now. While the captain mulls over the question, the girl makes an unexpected move. Yeah, I don't remember the details, but I do remember them saying panty raid. Make it your head canon? It is canon. She appears to lower her stance slightly one moment, and in the next she is no longer in sight. By the time the captain realizes she is running, she has already reached the top of the stair car. Her slender body launches like a cannonball from the top of the stairs.
What? She jumped?
There she goes. She's yeeting. Even the SAT members voiced their surprise. The girl's leap arcs a distance of over 10 meters. I believe I can fly. It's clearly beyond the abilities of a human being. Coming in the middle of a hijacking, the scene seems even more surreal. The girl lands on top of the aircraft and stands as if nothing unusual had happened. She looks at the aircraft beneath her and slowly turns her head to scan it from back to front. It reminds the captain of the movement of a security camera. He knows it should be impossible, but he wonders if she can see through the plane's ceiling. Eventually, the girl seems convinced of something and begins walking. When she reaches the boarding hatch at the front, she moves her right hand to her back. The captain notices that a special knife, coated gray from blade to hilt, is in her hand.
What's she gonna do with that knife?
The girl suddenly lowers her stance and slides down the side of the aircraft. Just as she's about to fall, she thrusts the knife into the jamb of the hatch and dangles from it.
That's just crazy.
She then uses her left hand to pull the handle and unlocks the hatch with ease. Once the thick, airtight door juts out of the aircraft, the girl nimbly jumps into the plane. The captain is shocked by her dauntless methods. He begins to wonder if she intends to defuse the situation on her own. The captain lowers the binoculars and faces the reality before him with his own eyes. Who in the world is she? The doubts he had dismissed rise within him again. A warning light goes on in the cramped cockpit. Two people there notice it at once. One of them is the captain, sitting in the pilot seat. The other is the man holding a gun to the back of the captain's head. The light is labeled hatch open. Excuse me. Even an amateur could understand what it means. Excuse me. The man suddenly tenses and stands ready at the passenger side door. He prepares himself for someone to charge through it. But he quickly regains composure and turns the gun back on the captain. The man casts irritated glances back and forth between the captain and the door for a while, but eventually approaches the door, his gun pointed at the captain. He cautiously cracks open the door and looks towards the passenger seating. Just outside the cockpit is the first class section, but the passengers were gathered in economy class at the time of the hijacking. First class is empty. The man squints. To ward off observation, or worse, snipers, the window covers were down. Coming into the darkened plane from the bright cockpit forces his eyes to adjust. The inside of the plane is bringing back to memories of when you were on the plane during the trip. Oh boy, oh god. Well, you know what? At least you weren't hijacked. But, yeah. Those long plane rides can get pretty, like, ugh. Yeah, because, like, especially if we're traveling overseas, just being stuck on a plane for, like, a few hours is not so fun. But I had fun the last time I went because I brought me the JoJo OVA to watch, so that made for interesting and fun binge time. But from the corner of his eye, he sees a gleam of light shining in that's unlike the regular ones. And within that light is a silhouette. Before he can react, the silhouetted figure closes the distance. A hand grabs the edge of the door and opens it with tremendous force. If I had to fight Gyacha to the death, what stand would I pick to use? Must be a canon stand, cannot be a main antagonist or JoJo stand. Okay, that makes for more interesting choices. I just wonder how, like, Magician's Red would do against, like, his, guitar gently weeps and, like, you know, just overall. Cause, you know, I don't think they ever explain, like, if, like, his absolute defense can even withstand fire, but, you know, sometimes you gotta go for simple fire versus ice, right? Fuck it, I might use Magician's Red. Speed King would be- wait. Would we- no, wait. Would we count Joven as just like a side antagonist? Because Speed King would also be good too. Two quick, heavy blows follow. The man collapses without a sound. Wait. Hold on, actually, no. I think I know who to use. Purple Haze. But yeah, actually, I wonder if Purple Haze could break through that defense too. I'm sure there's some way, because, you know, Purple Haze. Joven counts as a side antagonist. Okay. So yeah, that could work. The captain turns around in surprise to see the intruder. A blonde girl with an index finger to her lips, signaling silence. Mostly, yeah. Yeah, like, that's why I opted for Magician's Red, because I know you were going for don't pick the OP stance, but yeah. If Purple Haze isn't allowed, then I would stick with Magician's Red. Think Vitamin C could break through his defense. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, like, it could, like, you know, melty and stuff. Cream or Metallica would be good. Oh, Cream's OP. Okay, fine. Fine, yeah. So if you're going with Cream, I'm going with Purple Haze. But yeah, Metallica would be good too. Oh, let's see. The captain turns around in surprise to see the intruder, a blonde girl with an index finger to her lips, signaling silence. She first lays the man on the ground and then removes the pistol from his hand. On closer inspection, it is only a model gun, supplemented with metal parts. The seam between the parts is in different places compared to a real gun. If taken apart, the disassembled pieces would look nothing like a real pistol. The girl then takes handcuffs from a small pouch on her waist and fastens the man's arm to a seat leg near the window. Even if he wakes up, he will be unable to stand. Though the captain still looks as if he wishes to say something, the girl's eyes meet his and insists on silence as she leaves. The curtain dividing first class and economy class is closed. The girl hides herself behind it and peeks through. There is a man in each of the aisles on the left and right. Neither seems to have noticed her. BRB gonna brush? Alright, get those teeth clean, Chuck. The passengers and cabin crew are crammed into seats in the back. Everyone's placement matches the readings of what her heat sensors picked up from above the plane. Both remaining hijackers are closer to first class. You had a dream you had to kill Gyacho, but you only had a gun and help from Mitsuru and Akihiko. Interesting! Okay. Oh! Yeah, you know, maybe I should talk about my dream. It was weird. Yeah. But yeah, Pog Jacob dream. But yeah, let's have Deep Breath playing while I explain my weird dream. But so like I had a dream that I was like on a boat, like kind of like a cruise ship maybe. No, not a cruise ship. I guess like a regular passenger boat. Like not a cruise, but like I don't know what you call them. But I guess you could say a tour boat, because it kind of seemed like I was on a tour or something. But anyways, just like kind of looking out at the ocean that I was on, and then like these guys in planes come and like start bombing the place, and everyone's just like, oh shit! And then I think we were chasing after them, and we ended up apprehending them, and then somehow we ended up back on land. And there was a bus with a bunch of like school children dressed up like, you know, Marvel superheroes, whatever. And apparently they were like some test subjects or whatever. Like they're like trained super soldiers or whatever. And like I think I was shouting at someone to like shoot them, you know, shoot them. Aim for the head. And I think they did it, but it happened off screen. But let's see, what happened after that? Oh right. So then suddenly I was like at this table with a bunch of people, and like we were talking about using like code names or something, because I guess we were like, I don't know, I think I was part of some organization or whatever. So we're like, yeah, okay, it's time to use code names and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with Luca, because it's like Lucas from The Notebook, and I start trying to explain or like give a little summary of the Notebook trilogy, but then this guy to my left, he just starts wanking off, and he cooms and stuff, and like his coom, like he uses it like he places it all in like one of those dipping sauce cups, and he offers it to me like, hey, you want a snack? And I'm like, no, I'm good, thanks. So then, like, I keep trying to explain, you know, the Notebook. And then the same guy who was wanking off, he detaches, like, he grabs his dick again, but, like, he was, like, hiding, like, a knife in it. Either that, or, like, his dick was the knife, I don't remember, but, like, anyways, he grabs this knife, and then he like stabs himself in the stomach and he dies. And then from that there's like this message from like, I don't know, some enemy or something. And I don't remember what exactly they said, but then the next moment I just remember being in like a loincloth. Like I'm just wearing nothing but a loincloth, and I'm like dancing for some person. And that was it. Yeah, he was suddenly winking. It was so random. Like this dream was, you know, standard high bike dreams always just end up being weird. But yeah, that was something. Anyways, both remaining hijackers are closer to first class. The man closest to her is only a few steps away. She judges that he could easily be disabled if she moves quickly. Oh, also, again, back to the dream, just like side note, but the guy who was wanking kind of looked like the hero from Dragon Quest that's like, you know, the main guy who's used as the face in Smash Brothers. Yeah, he looked like that. But yeah, weird fucking dream. They both carry pistols, but they are the same type as the downed hijacker. From what she can see, these two are mere model guns. The girl swiftly pushes aside the curtain and grabs the closer man's right wrist. The hijacker, caught off guard by the sudden appearance of such a slender girl, stops moving for a moment. He surrenders any chance of victory he may have had. With a pained cry, he drops the pistol to the ground. The girl uses her grip on his right hand to put him on the ground, then smoothly pulls out another pair of handcuffs and locks his arms to the passenger seat. I wonder how many pairs of handcuffs she has in there. The man thrashes about, but despite his struggle, he is no better than a worm writhing on the ground. The last hijacker finally recovers from his shock and aims his gun. The girl pulls a button from the other man's sleeve and flicks it towards her opponent's face. The button travels at immense speed, maximum velocity, though it was launched only from her fingers. The man tries to shield his face, but he is too late. He groans in pain when the projectile strikes his forehead. Imagine if it just, like, grazes, like, into his head like a bullet. Or it just fucking decimates his face. The girl does not let the opportunity pass. She easily jumps over the 3-seat wide center block of seats with one arm and grabs the man's right hand. There, she repeats the same procedure she used before. Their weapons are immediately seized while they are restrained on the floor. Passengers are only now grasping what's happening before their eyes. A murmuring chorus rises.
Do not be alarmed. I have come to rescue you. Your safety has not been secured yet, so please stay calm and remain in your seats.
The passengers erupt in a cheer. There is sporadic applause as well. But there is a slightly hysterical tinge to it, in reaction to the tension of the situation.
Excuse me. We were told someone requires medical assistance for their chronic heart illness. His name is...
Just as the girl approaches the center of the plane, she senses a male passenger stand up from his seat. He is extremely calm and quiet as he does so. The girl belatedly picks up on the incongruity. All of the other passengers are nervous. It is then that she feels something hard pressing up against the back of her head. She knows without looking that it is the muzzle of a gun. The nearby passengers' cries of relief suddenly turn to screams.
I am impressed with your judgment to stay hidden until an opportunity arose.
The girl is unperturbed as she continues to look straight ahead. The man stays silent and keeps the pistol pressed to her head. She knows there is no danger of being shot, but she is not yet sure that he was the only one in hiding. Left with no choice, the girl accedes to his demand and moves forward. After about 10 steps, another man stands up, as expected.
Ah, and you too.
The man doesn't answer. He slowly approaches from the front. The girl is now sandwiched from the front and back. Ike sandwich. At that moment, footsteps sound from beyond the curtain leading into first class. The two culprits both react at once, but it is too late. Over 10 men in black rush in at once from beyond the curtain. While the girl had drawn the hijacker's attention with the scuffle, the stair car had closed in. First, they pinned down the man standing in front. The narrow passage gives the man behind her a short reprieve, but it doesn't last long. The moment he lowers the hand gripping the pistol in order to escape, the girl grabs his wrist. So focused was he on the men who burst onto the scene that he forgot about the threat the girl posed. He is immediately tripped and restrained once he falls on his back. The girl stands up and looks around. If there were any more hijackers inside the plane, this would be their last chance to make a stand. But no one rises from their seat. She glances towards the men in black, and they nod back in acknowledgement. It seems the crisis has been averted. Yay! Oh, and that's the end of Deep Breath. Oh, man. I just remember it just feeling way more Oh, what's the word? It just felt like way more of a fever dream and just like, oh, what the fuck is happening? But I guess now that I know what actually happens, I don't know, like, it's different. But anyways, the girl carefully keeps her thoughts from appearing on her face and gives an inner sigh of relief. Soon afterward, the sweeper team gives a report confirming that the aircraft is secure. The girl works with the cabin crew to arrange transport for the man with the heart illness before she steps out for a moment. Watch it start back up again. Oh, damn, I forgot. It just never ends. She stands on the stair car and turns on a blue designator light, waving it in circles towards the SAT's position. It is the signal that the crisis is over.
She's done already?
On receiving the sign, the SAT on standby start talking amongst themselves.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes. There should have been at least 3 hijackers.
You know what they remind me of is those guys. Like Men in Black or something.
Yeah, those guys.
Captain, who are those people? Is that one even human?
No. No, of course she's human. The captain sighs with reluctance.
This is just a rumor, but I've heard that the higher-ups formed an unofficial security group in conjunction with a certain corporation. It's supposedly for cases that are a little strange. I hear they have some official standing with the police, too. Though it's all
Yeah, me
some
too.
private
Big
enterprise,
coat.
so technically, there's no authority involved at all.
What? But this is Japan we're talking about.
A search and destroy unit that answers to no department, keeps no records. I've heard them called shadow operatives.
Ooh. He turns on his own blue light as a sign of understanding and waves it left and right. The response light comes from up ahead. You sent me the link to the Persona ending. Couldn't record just the game window, so you had the Persona mattress website in the background. Okay, yeah, I mean, whatever works. No problem. But yeah, as long as we can see it, it's all Gucci. But yeah, thank you. I will look at that when we get the chance. The response light comes from up ahead. The girl then sees the captain spreading his arms in a shrug and smiles for the first time. She feels slightly bad for them. Her team may have shamed them, though they had done nothing wrong. Ah, Tony-sama, hello. Konbanwa, how are we doing today? I should apologize to them later. But then... Out of the corner of the girl's eye, near the entrance of the luggage cart at the corner of the building, a figure catches her attention. Ah, it looks familiar? I wonder who that could be. Huh. Where was Aigis when 9/11 happened? Exactly! You know what? I think Aigis was in on it. The girl seems to be about her age and is wearing a plain, cape-like dress. For some reason, her appearance feels unsettling. To begin with, given the heightened security, the parking entrance should be strictly sealed, yet the figure looks like a civilian. Yeah, she's still on that island, I think. Or no, she shouldn't be. I think she was like just here. Yeah.
May I check on something?
The girl calls to the SAT captain over the radio. Noticing some slight interference, she looks down to adjust the frequency dial.
What is it?
If you look towards my left, in front of the luggage loading bay is...
But during the moment she looked away, the figure disappeared.
She's not there. That can't be.
Nani? The girl looks around, but the figure is nowhere to be seen. Where could she have gone in this open space with nowhere to hide?
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was apparently seeing things.
The girl shuts the radio off. Who was that just now? Was I truly seeing things? With those questions in mind, the girl tries to remember the figure's appearance in detail. Only then does she realize the cause of her unease. You were born exactly 1 month before 9/11. Oh dang! Wow. Imagine that. What a time. No, but my mind just like briefly registered that as I was born on 9/11 and I'm like, oh shit, imagine. But yeah, interesting. Only then does she realize the cause of her unease. That light blue dress the figure wore. It was very similar to one she herself had once. It reminds her of those days when she did not yet have a heart. Okay, so I think it's gonna be from Aigis' perspective now? No? No, never mind, it's still the narrator. The girl puts those thoughts aside and returns to the aircraft. The mission does not end with taking the culprits into custody. In truth, along with defusing the situation, securing the safety of one particular passenger was her highest priority. Kirijo Group low-key feels like a PMC for Metal Gear. Doesn't it? Yeah! Dude, I'd love to see them in the Metal Gear universe, because they do feel like it. You know, they're working in the shadows, just kind of under the radar. They got their gadgets and stuff, like their own personnel. Yeah, I can see it. This fact was not revealed to the SAT. Ooh, okay, we got a mixtape redemption. Let me think of a song to share. What have I been listening to lately? You wonder if the Nanjos have a secret service. I bet they do. Like, you know, if they're as rich as the Kirijos, they definitely have to have something. But I don't remember. What does Nanjo do in Persona 2? If I'm curious, you beat Izanami on the second try like me. Oh, okay. Well, nice. Too bad you didn't get it first try, but hey. Yeah, like, she can be a bit tough. Yeah, surprise you with the mixtape song. Yeah, I'm just... what have I been listening to a bunch? How about... No, I think I will share... I'll share... maybe... Gee... Oh, wait. No, hold on. No, okay. Maybe I will share... Actually, yeah, how about Cardigans? I've been listening to a bit of the Cardigans. Like, I'm always, like, finding myself going back to listening to the Cardigans. Really love that band, but, this song. I usually like listening to this song in the afternoon. Let me go send that. This is one of my favorite Cardigan songs. Because it has such a nice, like, I like listening to this, like, especially when I'm waking up on the weekends, because that's when I wake up later. I don't, like, actually wake up in the afternoon, but, like, it's a nice song, just kind of, like, to listen to, like, you know, when you're just getting your tea or coffee, your morning tea, coffee ready. You're cooking eggs for breakfast. That's what I like to listen to. And I'd like to think that Yosuke and I would just, you know, sit down, listen to that song, enjoy a nice breakfast together. Or nice little morning. But yeah, that's for me to you guys. Nanjo is part of the main cast in EP. Okay, but like, what's his occupation? Like, what does he do? I know he's like less of an asshole, but I forget what he does. And like, he has like a motorcycle helmet or whatever. You like how Donald and Goofy look significantly better based on what's been shown so far in KH4, and the form that we see for Sora isn't actually his real form in the trailer, since he's in Quadratum. It's exciting to think about. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening, but it is interesting to think about. I don't know, like, I was talking with my coworker about this, but like, I'm noticing like a lot of games recently, like, have like, you know, our main characters just kind of like ending up in a world that's either like similar to our world or like they actually end up in our world. Because like, you know, with Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Kirby like ends up in like this world where like, you know, there's roads and cars and stuff, vending machines. And then like, you know, stuff like Super Mario Odyssey where Mario's in like New Donk City, which is like New York City. I don't know, I'm just noticing this happening a lot. And like now Sora's in like Tokyo. But yeah. Hola, Goyo el Pollo 10. How we doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time here. But yeah, just chilling here with some Persona 4 Arena, Ultimax story mode. But yeah, let's see. Okay, I read that part. The passenger
You're
was
amazing.
originally seated in first class, but would have been forced to move. And thank you for the follow, Goyo. Can I just call you Goyo? But yes, I hope you enjoy your time here at the High Biker Gang. But yes, a follow is very much appreciated, and welcome aboard. Alright. The girl looks carefully through the restless passengers. It is not long before she finds the face she seeks. Looking relieved, the girl walks toward the passenger in question.
Are you alright, Mitsuru-san?
I guess. I didn't think you'd be the one to come.
Hey there, Mitsuru. The woman who answers has long, shining hair that would make an impression on anyone. Even sitting quietly in her seat, her refined appearance makes her stand out. But yeah, like, look at her hair. Just, Mitsuru is so pretty. Ugh. Like, hair goals right there. How does she do it? Quadratum is a lot like Shibuya, so Sora somehow ends up there in the trailer. Yeah. So I wonder what the deal is with KH4. I have to wonder. But it does seem cool. Oh yeah, like, whatever. Was that like a giant Heartless or whatever he was fighting? Because like, I saw someone, like one of the pages I follow on Instagram did an edit where they put Rules of Nature over it, and I'm just like, yeah, it is like that fight that you have against Metal Gear Rex. But yeah. Make an SMT game that isn't in post-apocalyptic Tokyo or Draw 25. Atlas. So true though. Sora meets Neku. Real. Yes. Real.
In fact,
Okay.
I was surprised to be called on to deal with something like this. The suspects made no demands. What were they after?
It was a distraction. A
At
ruse.
first, I thought I was summoned because you were their target, Mitsuru-san.
So, Devil Summoner? Actually, yeah, Devil Summoner, yeah. That's right. Because we're not in a post-apocalypse with Raido. But yeah.
The higher-ups must have thought the same thing and panicked.
But I think he's talking about mainly, like... I think he might be talking about mainline SMT, I don't know.
Especially considering there's cargo on that plane they wouldn't want made public. Wait a second, that cargo...
Is something wrong?
This hijack seems strange now that I think about it.
Sora is fighting a Heartless called a Dark Side, which are the bigger types of Heartless. I see, so it is a Heartless. Okay, see, I know some Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, totally. Interesting, though. Excuse me.
They made their move before takeoff, which is odd timing, and they forced the boarding announcement to be stopped. I thought maybe it was their way of trying to pull it off with a small team.
Are you saying that rather than a passenger, they were after that cargo?
Lollipop. You know, I could really go for some lollipops. Actually, shit. You know, I have a bag of lollipops from Halloween still. They're still good. But I keep forgetting to bring, like, at least one with me to work.
It's true that no one would consider the unloaded luggage during a hijacking.
I guess I need you to check on my things. Though if I'm right, it's already too late.
In response, Aigis instructs her team via radio to secure all luggage transport routes. Moreover, she requests a search to ensure that no cargo has been taken.
Even if you're right, why would they be interested in your belongings?
She has to ensure that no insure has been smuggled away.
My usual cargo wouldn't be worth hijacking a plane over, but I was carrying something sensitive this time.
The post-apocalyptic setting is kinda integral to mainline. Yeah, it is. Because honestly, it wouldn't really be a mainline SMT game if it's not post-apocalyptic, so yeah. If they break that formula, I don't know what.
Normally, if they wanted it, they'd have to bypass a Kirijo facility's security or attack the vehicle transporting it. But by doing it this way, they can divert the entire country's attention with a few model guns.
One thing to note is that Nomura decided to put the ending scene with Donald and Goofy there in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer to showcase that the original usual style of KH is still there. Oh yeah, because like if they totally like, you know, digress from like the main formula and like, you know, just how it usually is, I think fans would just be like But yeah. At least Donald and Goofy are still there. Bye-bye. Oh, okay, well thanks for coming along then, Goyo. I appreciate it. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And yeah, have a good one. Mitsuru smiles. Aigus can tell that she is impressed with their audacity, despite herself.
Mitsuru-san's cargo. Sensitive belongings for a vacation. Ah, I understand. Hijacking a plane out of a desperate desire for undergarments.
Yo, there it
This incident
is.
will surely go down in history.
There's the panty raid. See, yeah, it's canon. Mitsuru's eyes bulge at the unexpected comment.
What? You're jumping to conclusions. It's not sensitive in that way. Besides, my underwear is in this bag and...
Or is it?
That's it. Enough about underwear.
Fans be like how Highbike sees Yosu death scene in P6. No, they better not kill him off. Imagine if they did. That'd be sad. That's the end. That's the end of everything right there. Fake? What's fake? She forces a cough and steers the conversation back on track.
More accurately, my cargo contained items from Ergo Research. My trip to Kagoshima was partly vacation, but also to oversee their transferal to Yakushima.
Mitsuru's eyes aren't the only thing bulging. Wink wonk. Oh yeah. I mean, hot damn. The official name of Ergo Research is the Kirijo Ergonomics Research Lab. Nanjo would be a cool old guy mentor character. Oh yeah! You know what? I'd love to see him back again. I want Brad the Chad back too. You somehow ended up as the head writer for P6. Porkly is the executive producer. Please, please, I beg of you, do not kill Yosuke. Don't bring him back just to kill him. Both Mitsuru and Aigus have many bitter memories associated with the name. A pall hangs in the air, but a radio transmission from one of Aigus's team cuts the moment short.
Aigus speaking. I see. Understood.
Mitsuru looks at Aigus questioningly and she nods.
It's as you suspected. They found that one of the boxes scheduled for transport has gone missing.
I thought as much.
Maki, super boss that is unbeatable. Oh yeah, super boss, girl boss, love to see it. Because it's Maki. You can see some fans being iffy about if that was Sora's form. I think it's cool that Sora has that appearance in Quadratum, but it's not the same to lose the original usual style for KH. That's what made you fall in love with the series a lot. Yeah. No, yeah, like, I mean, it's cool that he looks like that, I don't know, like, sometimes it's nice to see characters kind of like, you know, looking a little more realistic, I guess. I mean, he looks nice, but yeah, I feel that. Sora smooth skin means graphics is the selling point. Yeah, that could be true, yeah. Watch it be poo-poo. Absolute garbage. Nah, but we'll see. Only time can tell. With a small sigh, Mitsuru rises from her seat.
We must get it back, Aigus. The rest of the team can finish up here. I need you to come with me.
Aigus inspects Mitsuru's face carefully.
Will you be joining the search as well?
Well, I am personally involved, so yes.
In other words, you will officially rejoin the unit and participate in this mission. To be more
That
direct,
breath.
is it accurate to say that you
That
are
sigh was
abandoning
just
your
so close to my
vacation?
ears. Gabichi! Gabichi! To be more direct. Oh wait, hold on, that was Aigus, she already said that. Mitsuru sighs with some exhaustion. Aigus interprets her silence as approval.
Then I hereby transfer command authority to you, Mitsuru-san. Regulations state that the member with the lowest serial number is to take command. And since you are member number 1, the official leader of the Security Department Shadow Response Unit, also called the Shadow Operatives.
I had a feeling I wouldn't be able to enjoy this vacation for long.
Traveling with cargo from Ergo Research suggests that her vacation was neither relaxing nor cheerful.
But I can't allow anyone to be hurt again by the things we, the Kirijo group, created. We'll get this cargo back at all costs. Mission or no mission, I'm making it a personal priority.
Understood.
Yeah, you go. Aigis answers loudly and snaps off the police salute that she's finally gotten the hang of. And now we switch to Aigis' perspective, so time for me to whip out the robo voice. Yeah, Kirijo Group, more like Sneed Rejo Group. Yeah. I am Aigis. My official name is 7th Generation Anti-Shadow Suppression Weapon, or ASS Weapon for short. I miss saying that. As my name implies, I am not human. I'm a humanoid weapon, essentially a robot. Though with the right clothes, a surprising number of people cannot tell the difference. I was created in a research lab owned by one of the world's foremost conglomerates, the Kirijo Group. I was made to exterminate a certain enemy. And people think Sora has lost the original big goofy shoes, but in his real form you think he'll still have it? I don't know, if anything I think it would look even goofier if he's supposed to be like real, like more realistic, and then you just see him with the big ass goofy shoes, the big ass Tims. But yeah, if Sora had an anime-like style to himself, you can imagine it with the next-gen PS5 graphics, it would look really good. Yeah, it would look very clean, very nice. Sora with the Donald Duck feet. Oh man. Have you seen the robot? Mr. Robot, have you seen the people? God, I love that video. But you know, fitting that we start with Aigis' route today, because like, at my point in where I'm at with Monster Volume 3, I just got to the part where, you know, we see that one detective who was involved with the Fortner's murder. I forget his name already, but like, the guy who's in France, and then like, Nina shows up, and she's like, oh, Roberto killed this detective dude. But yeah, like, just every time I was watching the English dub of Monster, every time Nina opens her voice, I hear either Aigis or Nanako. Like, if it shows little Nina, Anna, whatever, she's Nanako. But like, most of the time it's just Aigis. It's just Aigis. Yeah, Aigi-chan. But yeah. Anyways, they are called shadows. Monsters born from people's repressed emotions, granted dark life. Shadows can only be defeated by those with the special power of personas. One's persona is said to be the power to wield the shadow within. They are two sides of the same coin. Though one cannot have a persona if they do not also have a heart. I was given a mind to artificially develop a persona and a body close to that of a human, so that my mind could maintain a personality. A heart designed for battle. A body designed for battle. I did endure some suffering because of my original purpose. But I now have a place where I belong. Somewhere I can make full beneficial use of my powers. That is, the Security Department, Shadow Response Unit. Our nickname is the Shadow Operatives. The Shadow Operatives were formed at Mitsuru Kirijo's directive. She is the scion of my creators, the Kirijo Group, as well as the one who has been given full responsibility for handling the shadows. Our objective is to identify and resolve incidents involving shadows. We do this by eliminating them. All of our members are persona users or have similar qualifications. During operations, our guidelines state that the member with the smallest number has command. The number that I was issued was number 5. Mambo number 5! Though I'm not human, I am treated as a member and not a piece of equipment. Moreover, my number is in the single digits. It's possible that there will be missions like today where I must take command of dangerous operations. Wait, but then whose numbers 2 through 4? In other words, I am recognized as having the same life and dignity as humans. Because Mitsuru-san and the others have such trust in me, I want to repay that trust with results. There is another reason I am working my hardest on this case. You bet the Kuzunoha clan hate the Shadow Ops. Oh yeah, some rivalry there. You know, I'd like to see that kind of interaction. future game, maybe? Soon after the hijacking was resolved, the stolen cargo was identified. Its contents surprised me. The 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, or ASS weapon for short. 2 through 4 may be the other P3 peeps. Yeah, like maybe Akihiko's number 2? I don't know. Cause like I remember like Ultimax, spoilers real quick, but like Yukari, Junpei, and Ken were supposed to be like backup, I guess. So I don't know if they're like if they fit in those numbers, but I'm not sure. Who knows? The unit named Lapras. She is one of my sister units. She was sealed over a decade ago and has been in storage with other artifacts ever since. Lapras, a humanoid weapon, just like me. It is possible that she has a heart. And if she does, I want to save her before she is misused. This is a mission, yes, but more than that, I feel that it is a duty I must carry out. Yeah, let's place that bookmark down here. If need be, I'll get rid of the joke scenes for kanji, but yes. The next day, May 2nd, 2012. We wanted to pursue the vehicle carrying Lapras as soon as the hijacking was over, but its complicated route made it hard to track. Due to the sensitive nature of the cargo, it is difficult to set up large-scale traffic checkpoints. Fortunately, the license plate number was determined quickly and we got a rough estimate of its destination. Some new chumps enter in your field you've dominated for like 500-ish years. Yeah, the Kuzunohas be like, who the hell are these fuckers? Yeah, get some interesting clashes going on there. Our headquarters were moved to a police facility. Mitsuru-san and our team are sorting out the situation to plan for an operation.
And the interrogation of the suspects?
It's begun, but all of them are claiming that their memories at the time are very foggy, so they've been sent in for evaluation.
Johnny Young Bosch, is that you? Now that you know the info that you do know so far for KH4, you're gonna watch the trailer again after you wash your face. BRB. Yeah, absorb more of that good old new footage. But yes, go wash that dirty face of yours.
The psychologists who interviewed them think it's possible they're not lying.
So none of the 5 have any memories of what happened during the hijacking.
Normally that would seem preposterous. There may have been some hypnotic effect, but even then...
We're dealing with someone after materials from Ergo Research. They'll likely be very well informed about shadows and the mind.
Yes, that dirty face!
Knowing that, it doesn't seem so strange. It would also explain the extreme lengths they went to create a decoy. What else do we know?
Another team member answers Mitsuru-san's question.
Since the cage storing the 5th generation is too large to transport by personal auto, we narrowed our search to large vehicles that left the airport.
Is that legal, Brian?
That, combined with the testimony from our observer and data from the transmitter, allowed us to pinpoint the vehicle in question. The police are already pursuing it via the N system. This is the most recent photo.
He hands the tablet to Mitsuru-san.
The Inaba area. Wasn't this the place where...
Yup, yes sir.
Yes, our routine investigation
Yes,
last year
ma'am.
rated the potential shadow activity in the area at level 4.
It seems that the culprit in this case had prior knowledge of shadows after all. If that is true, we must use extra caution. Many people do not know about shadows, though they are enough of a threat to possibly destroy the world. Then again, I experienced that for myself 3 years ago. If someone is trying to manipulate them, we must prevent it at all costs.
Let's talk about the stolen 5th generation unit. I guess, as the 7th generation, would be her younger sister.
A sister. My older sister.
I'd like to know why she was sealed.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Lapras. The records show her to be the first model fitted with an artificial personality.
Yosuke, is that... Yeah.
In other words, she has a heart?
There's no knowing if it was developed enough to call it that. She seems to have been made to gather test data rather than actual field use.
What are her combat capabilities?
She wasn't given firearms, since her regulatory system was inadequate. So she was instead loaded with some kind of special equipment. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that
the
special
majority of the
Magnum
records
dong.
pertaining to her are missing, which means that's the extent of our knowledge.
Special equipment.
Can't stop thinking about the Magnum dog.
We also don't know why she was sealed. Many of the documents regarding the old Ergo research were lost, probably to cover up incriminating evidence. We don't even know what she looks like. All we do know is that she was a life-sized android.
We'll just have to find out along the way.
Mitsuru-san swipes her fingers across the tablet a few times and shows it to an aide.
I'll need these 3 individuals' cooperations. I'd like to join them in the field.
Are you sure about this?
Try not to make a scene when fetching them. Not all of them are part of our organization.
The aide nods his assent and returns to his station. Mitsuru-san then turns her gaze on me.
And Aegis, frankly, I think we can assume that there'll be combat involved. Will you be alright with that?
Though Mitsuru-san doesn't say it out loud, I understand what she means. Our highest priority in this operation is to stop the culprit and mitigate any associated danger, not to rescue Labrys. Of course, we will strive to accomplish both, but in the worst-case scenario, we must consider the option of destroying Labrys. Oh no! Destroying a sister unit. It will be a painful experience if she, too, has a heart.
I thank you for your concern, but I'll be fine. I will do my duty.
Mitsuru-san says nothing more and silently nods.
Well then, once we can confirm our target is headed to Inaba, we'll depart at once.
You're back? Welcome back, Chuck, with a new, improved, clean face. May 3rd, 2012. As we get ready to depart for Inaba, Mitsuru-san and I go over last-minute details inside the police station. Mitsuru-san is absorbed with issuing instructions over the cell phone she is holding. Pessimism seeps into my heart as I wait. I begin muttering to myself.
Will we be able to find Labrys?
You're
My
excited
sister.
to see if your favorite character in KH4 will show up.
Riku.
I'm sure he will. I mean, if they don't, what the fuck? Riku is very important. Of course, he's got to show up. Right? Watch him be buff. Buff Riku. Mitsuru-san's surprised voice makes me realize how unlike me these doubts are.
Will we be able to save her? Isn't that what you really want to ask? Don't worry, as I mentioned to Akihiko, fighting Labrys is not our priority. The reason I formed this shadow operative team is to save lives.
Yeah, buff Riku. If you know, you know. He has goals? Well, sure. It's not gonna stop you there.
We will find her, whatever it takes, and bring her back. We can do this.
Yes. I'm sorry to be so pessimistic.
Those feelings you have for Labrys, you should tell her when you see her.
I will.
Yeah, you better. Friends bound by trust are irreplaceable indeed. I hope that Labrys will become one as well. The way how he looks now as goals. Oh yeah. No, the real Riku, yeah. Absolutely. Like, he is a fine young man. Eventually, the preparations are made and our limousine departs on its journey to Inaba. That evening, we are in Inaba now and traveling down a midtown street. Though it is called Midtown, it is very different from an urban environment. It is a quiet, rustic road. The vehicle we are targeting is easily discovered. The transmitter that was attached to it when it left from the airport is, luckily for us, still active. But the vehicle has been abandoned, and the cargo is gone as well. To trace it further, we must learn why the culprit came here. Specifically, we need to know the details of what happened last year. Though this was already assumed, so we have a plan. Mitsuru-san orders the driver to park nearby. However, this poses an unexpected problem. Our vehicle is a long black 8-door limousine. It'll stand out in this countryside town, no matter where it's parked. Their flashy
Mitsuru-san,
limo.
our activities are supposed to be undercover, correct?
Yes.
For undercover missions, it will be necessary to keep all personnel and vehicles from being noticed.
Right.
Mitsuru-san, may I say something that I've been meaning to say for a while now?
No.
Damn, okay, sure.
Understood.
All I told them was to give us a car with enough space.
Yeah, that's more than enough space. Wherever we go, people peer into the windows out of curiosity. We avoid the public eye as much as possible and finally park in what looks like a site for vehicle disposal on the outskirts of the town.
Our contact has arrived.
I then notice a middle-aged man in a gray suit standing outside of the window. I recognize his face. He is one of the 3 collaborators Mitsuru-san contacted before our departure. I scoot over to the door and open the window. They're driving inside the sun. Yeah, like look out there. Look at that. It looks like they're burning up. Yeah. Fuck it. They drove straight into the sun.
Oh my. This was not our designated meeting area, yet he has discovered us.
Suddenly, something not unlike exasperation or disappointment appears on his face.
You want to know how I did it?
I never felt like. A cough interrupts us.
We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Kurosawa.
Mitsuru-san gets out of the vehicle and slightly bows. 3 years ago, when we were still fighting shadows in secret, Detective Kurosawa worked as a police officer at a nearby police box. Excuse me! Ugh. Man, imagine if I guessed Borpud. He believed that our intentions were good and supplied us with certain conveniences under the table. Oh, certain conveniences, eh? His job made this risky, but he always acted on behalf of what he believed to be just. He said this many times while supporting us in secret. He is a strong man, one who always acts on his beliefs. But now our organization has official government sanction. He can now cooperate with us without being considered a dissident. In fact, now that Kurosawa-san's prior actions are justified, he's been promoted for his expertise. I have heard that he is now a plainclothes detective working at the Central Precinct.
Long time no see, miss. And I guess, was it?
Indeed. It has been a while.
Kurosawa-san fixes his eyes on Mitsuru-san and me. You need that Raido Rising Revengeance so bad. I know, right? Yeah, I remember we talked about it on a stream before, but like, having like Platinum Games just take up an Atlas game and like maybe specifically working on the Raido games would be really, really cool. I need it too. Like, it could definitely work. It is faintly awkward. We are both dressed for combat, and I am not wearing any clothes to cover my true form. Actually, yeah, isn't she technically naked? I mean, save for the tie, because I think that's an add-on.
Oh, sorry for staring. A humanoid weapon. I was skeptical when I heard, but seeing you in person doesn't leave any room for doubt.
The Rising soundtrack is so good, right? Like, oh, they went hard on those songs. Like, my favorite one is The Stains of Time, Monsoon's theme. It's so good. But I'm finding myself listening to Red Sun a little more. That one's really growing on me. But specifically the parody called Red Coom. God, like, they replace almost, like, most of the nouns with coom, like, cum. It's just so funny, especially the way the guy sings it. I like listen to it almost every day and I always lose it. Monsoon's theme, definitely a fave, right? Like, as soon as I heard that, it just clicked within me. I was like, holy shit, this shit is so good. But like all the songs go so hard, like honestly. They're so good. They really like pump up your blood, which is perfect for this like high action game, you know, it just makes you feel like a badass just slicing and dicing. So cool.
I'm sorry that I kept it hidden back then.
It's alright. It would have caused more of a headache if you'd gone around looking like that.
Oh, I forgot how janky this guy's lip flaps are. Just like smile, frown, smile, frown. It looks so jank. Hearing him say that, I cannot help but smile.
Seeing you laugh like that makes it harder to believe you're a machine.
For some reason, Mistral's theme never comes to your mind. The later songs are so good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like Mistral's theme too. Like, it's the only one that's sung by a girl because, you know, obviously Mistral's like a girl. So, you know. But that one's really good too. Yeah, I like the vocals on that one too. And, like, the piano is nice in that one too.
I shouldn't make you stand while we talk. Please, get in.
Sorry. I haven't seen you in a while, so I had a lot to say.
Mitsuru-san asked Kurosawa-san to collect information on the serial murder case that occurred in this town last year. When background investigations were carried out across Japan at the end of 2011, this region showed high readings of shadow activity. But although it was investigated, there were no effects apart from slightly unnatural weather. Then again, what if something happened that was just too hard to detect? Mitsuru-san suspects that the serial murder case was related to these shadows and asked Kurosawa-san to have the local police force share their reports. We could have requested them directly, but what we wanted would not be the surface information found in the investigation records. There are limits to what an unofficial unit cloaked by authority can do with a direct request.
I found out quite a bit regarding the case you had me look into. First, I reviewed the report on the incidents from last year. One of the suspects mentioned the word persona.
I lock gazes with Mitsuru-san.
So what went on here last year?
It's probably related, but I wasn't done there. Parts of this guy's testimony were even more outlandish. If you can take what's in the record at face value, it seems persona users can enter TVs within the Inaba region.
Enter TVs? What does that mean?
Just what it sounds like. You physically stick your body into the screen and go inside. He claimed there was another world in the TV, and dropping people inside it was the method behind last year's murders.
This all sounds rather absurd. I'm surprised it was included in the police report.
I got in touch with the detective in charge at the time and said the same thing. Apparently the report was filed by a young partner of his at the time. He'd entertained the wildest testimonies like this one.
He sounds like quite the oddball.
If this was what really went on, the police would have had no chance cracking it. But that Detective Dojima is one shrewd guy. Even with all the supernatural hocus-pocus surrounding the case, he caught the culprit.
Kurosawa-san sighs. He seems to be tired.
That's all I have for you right now. I should be going. I doubt either of us has time to reminisce over the old days. It's funny though. I thought the fighting was over, but you guys surprise me every time I see you.
Thank you very much, Officer Kurosawa. Why don't we at least see you off?
You do find this weird that the P3 people can just go into the TVs like the P4 group. Yeah, all you need is a persona. Yeah, you don't have to be like just from Inaba. As long as you got a persona, you're allowed to go in the TV. But yeah, I'm assuming they can enter the TV in the P3 dorm too. Like, I don't know actually. Yeah, like I'm not sure how it works for like places outside of Inaba, but I'm gonna assume you can. Cause like the Shadow World does seem pretty big. Cause like you never know where you might end up, like even if you like enter a TV from like somewhere else in Inaba. So like who knows? But maybe if they tried.
Oh, that's alright. I've got my own car. I doubt my department would appreciate your tastes. If I ever showed up
as
for
long
work
as they
in
have a
something like
persona they
this,
can
I'd be
enter.
the talk of the force until the day I retired.
So now, yeah, so like, I bet the P5 gang can go in too. Hell, the P1 and P2 gang too. Yeah, like, I bet they can all go on the TV. He opens the door and exits the vehicle. He gives a short farewell and leaves without turning back.
Mitsuru-san, this could be bad. Our sense of social aptitude is in question.
Can't deny that.
What should we do now?
Yes. First, we'll need to test the claim that Persona users can enter TVs.
Hearing this makes me realize something. Yeah, the P5 gang. Yeah, imagine they go into TVs and, you know, they team up with the P4 squad, P3 squad, also P2 and P1, you know? Just, where's PQ3? Why don't we have all P1 through 5 gang together? I'd love to see that, Although I had called it a vehicle disposal site, looking around I can now see there are also household electronics, like refrigerators, discarded here as well. As much as you love the P4 gang because they're lovable idiots, the P5 gang will have a place in your heart. Yeah, like, you know, sometimes you can't beat that first game, you know? Like, the first game you play, you know, that squad always has a special place in your hearts. Like me and the P1 gang. Although I do like the P4 gang better, especially because Yosuke's there, but like, you know. I do love my lovable idiot friends. In a corner is a stack of TVs.
There is a discarded TV over there. If the environment does not matter, we can use it to test the phenomenon.
Exactly. Can't beat the army of idiots. Gotta love them. Cause like, again, I was talking with my coworker about them, like, cause like, he was asking me, so what do you think of Ryuji so far? Cause like, he was asking how I was doing with Persona 5 and how I like it, how I'm liking it, and I'm like, yeah, I love it. And, but yeah, like, I'm just like, yeah, Ryuji's funny, but like, he's no match for Yosuke. And I'm just going into like how much I love Yosuke and everything. But yeah. But Ryuji is fun. Yeah. Same, especially for Chie, exactly. Brad single dad canon. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think you were there for the dancing stream yesterday, but we did meet Miss Uesugi. So yeah, we got Brad the Chad's daughter there, so can't wait to see more of her. But yeah. I'm all for single dad Brad. But now I just want to see more art and stuff, like just like showing him being a dad. Cause I haven't seen any, like, I haven't seen any art of him with like, you know, that idol girl. I'm sure maybe somewhere out there has to be. Otherwise I can make it myself. But yeah, like, I just need to see some Brad dad shenanigans. And yeah, of course, Chuck for Chie, right? The waifu. Yeah, well, I don't think it's like confirmed, but like they both do have the same last name. Like, you know, Hidehiko and what's her face. But yeah. At least like we can headcanon that she's his daughter. Yeah, Brad the Chad, Brad the Dad. Brad Daddy. I voluntarily get out of the vehicle.
Wait, I guess.
Don't worry. I'm just going to touch it.
Don't worry. Yeah, go touch it, because like nothing bad could possibly happen from that. But yeah, I just think it's cool that we have another Uesugi in a Persona game. I extend my right hand and touch the screen of the biggest TV I can see. Like how Ryuji is supposedly one of the guys from Catherine's Son. Yeah. Actually, it's Joker too. Like he's supposedly supposed to be Vincent's son too, or at least that's what people like to headcanon, right? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Except we actually have like, you know, matching last names, but yeah. You're glad you didn't actually take a nap today. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I had a nap too. I actually slept longer than I intended. Cause like I woke up at like I went to sleep around probably like, I don't know, maybe 5-ish. And then I woke up at like 7:49. Even though I had an alarm set for 7 so I could like have dinner, but I was like, what the fuck? What happened to my alarm? But I was glad that I didn't wake up like way later. But everything's okay. Like I had some spaghetti today. and it was pretty nice. But yeah, that was me coming home because I was fucking exhausted. Because like all the documents that I was working through, like I had to add some to our list because like it gets annoying, but like sometimes like this company doesn't include like documents in a transmittal in their like master list. So I'm like, oh my god, I have to add all of these. But yeah, like it gets tiring. So I was pretty tired when I came home, so I needed that nap. My fingers brush the glass screen, but although I seem to be touching it, I feel no resistance from its surface. I push my hand forward a little more. A weak light runs across the screen and my forearm sinks into it.
Amazing!
Rings of light spread from the contact of my arm, rippling like water across a pond.
Interesting. It's exactly as the police report said. What's it like inside? Do you feel anything?
Not particularly. No. Wait a moment.
My sensor detects a sensation I've never felt before. But the knowledge of what it is has already been recorded within me.
It's the same as mine. It's hard to say definitively since this is my first encounter with it, but I believe this reading is from a personality module.
Excuse me.
Does that mean our retrieval target is inside the TV?
Huh. Sounds like fun.
Here he is! Other husbando! It's Akihiko time. Look at him in his cape. I hear a voice come from an unexpected direction. Mitsuru-san and I look towards it. What we see is a silhouette, wearing a low hood that covers his eyes and a tattered cape. It billows in the wind, looking just like a character in a Western movie. Do-do-do! Wah, wah, wah. But yes. Cowboy Akihiko, I need it. I need it! My perfect silver-haired cowboy stubbly man. Wearing red. He is standing atop a mountain of trash, his arms crossed. Yeah, look at him, and he's also Garbage King today. Yeah, I know, I love Akihiko too. Are we both gonna eat burritos? And don't forget the tacos? Yes. Oh yeah, imagine. I'd like a nice burrito and taco date with Akihiko.
Is that...
Oh yeah.
Akihiko?
He jumps down nimbly and walks towards us.
You didn't show up at the rendezvous point, so I went looking and found you here.
Aki wearing a cape.
This whole TV
Who does he think he is? Kamoshida? Yeah, he needs those heart print boxers, and you know, we're good to go. But yeah, it's funny, like these three characters all have voice actors that voice characters in Monster. Like Akihiko's voice actor voices Tenma, Aigus's voice is Nina's, and then Mitsuru's voice is Ava. So I'm just like, oh look, Tenma, Ava, and Nina all together. I would never forget the man laughing so fearlessly. Like Mitsuru-san, he is a friend I once fought alongside, Akihiko Sanada. Oh, look at him in his muscles, that nice stubble. Heartprint, wonder if that's a Catherine reference too. Oh wait, yeah, doesn't that Vincent guy have like the heartprint boxers too? I don't remember, but yeah. Yeah, because I do remember Kamoshida had the heartprints. I was like, look, he's wearing the heartprints. But yeah. Oh, speaking back to Monster, while I was watching Spy X Family, I was just thinking, like, you know, if Johan, like, you know, decided to be good, I think he'd make a good spy, because, you know, he's always, like, changing his name, and he just, like, blends into the background, and he doesn't really need connections or anything, and I'm just thinking, yeah, Johan Spy. You know, and, like, yeah. He was a student boxing champion in his school days, and a staunch ally, powerful even without his persona. He is also our second collaborator on this case.
It's been a while, Akihiko-san.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Akihiko, what on earth are you wearing? Just what were you doing overseas?
Didn't I tell you that I was on a training expedition?
Don't tell me you came here from the airport like that. Does the concept of keeping a low profile mean nothing to you?
Mitsuru-san, I believe we have lost the right to complain about that.
Yeah, you're all dressed like weirdos. Mitsuru-san sighs in annoyance. Oh yes, Akihiko-san was on a training expedition overseas until this morning. As a result, his appearance is slightly, no, very different from the last time I saw him. Yeah, he got fucking ripped! But his aggressive personality and love of a challenge seem to be the same as always. He gives a cocky smile and smacks his palm with his fist.
Anyway, we can get inside from that TV, right? And what are we waiting for?
I've been waiting for this.
Still the same Akihiko. We don't know the situation inside yet, and we'll need a secure means of getting out.
So what? If we want to get this Labrys back, someone has to go inside, right?
Well, that's...
Our target hijacked a plane to throw her into a TV in this town. If we sit on our hands, it's possible we'll be put in serious danger.
Akihiko-san steps towards Mitsuru-san, as if pressing her.
We're different from how we used to be. We made the choice to fight shadows as professionals. That's why I traveled around the world and trained harder than ever. And now that something's actually come up, you're hesitating? We agreed to do this. I'm ready to stake my life on the mission.
Akihiko-san's opinion is a bit strong, but he is not incorrect. It could be Akihiko-san understands that being slightly forceful is his role. Because Mitsuru-san takes caution seriously, as the ultimate authority in this case, she frequently second-guesses herself. But I have seen Akihiko-san's words cut through her hesitation in the past. It shows his trust in Mitsuru-san not to make decisions in error.
All right. Wait right here. I need to go make a phone call first.
Okay, but make it quick.
And we got cutscene.
The other members will wait here in the car.
Yeah. If we all barge in and something happens, they'll be devastated.
Now that you mention it, at least one of us should be staying behind as well.
I am not staying.
She is determined, motivated.
Us three will be plenty. We'll end this in a flash. No problem.
The same as always. Although, we have no idea what might be waiting for us on the other side. Don't get careless.
Right.
This situation, it brings back memories.
Yeah, getting back in action.
Ready!
Meanwhile, if you believe it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Naoto! Naoto!
Why enter the TV?
Believe it! Believe it! Yeah, we will definitely place a bookmark there. I think I can keep going because, like, now that that intro is out of the way, that long-ass intro lasting, like, an hour, 43 minutes, shit. Yeah, I want to get at least one fight tonight, so, like, it shouldn't take too long this time. But yeah. I am surrounded by a white light that strains most of my sensors to their limits. A portion of my sensors indicate that I am currently in a state similar to freefall. I can't tell up and down from left and right. This continues for a while. Eventually, my functions slowly recover. I find myself inside an unknown room, sitting on the ground. I quickly stand and check my surroundings.
Is this the music room of a school?
I can see a music stand, a grand piano, a blackboard, and portraits. There is an air of over-exaggerated theatrics to it, but I may not be far from the truth. Is this the world inside the TV? After the surreality of entering a TV screen, this comes as quite a surprise.
No sign of Mitsuru-san or Akihiko-san. Did they land elsewhere? So much noise. I can't contact anyone like this.
I attempt to use my communicator, but there is no response. This looks like an ordinary classroom, but it has an alarming amount of radio interference. When I concentrate my senses again, I detect a bizarre disturbance from the entire area that is unlike normal buildings. This may be another world after all. In any case, I must join up with Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san. But just as I begin to make plans to do so, the monitor hanging from the ceiling switches on. What appears on it is, how to describe it, a bizarre figure that looks like a living costume. They never explain why they land in different locations, do they? Yeah, I don't think they outright explain it. But I guess maybe for the sake of the tournament, they just want everyone to end up in different places so, like, they could have, like, the matchups and not have to, like, have everything all at once. Like, all the fights be out all at once or something. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
I spy an unknown yet bewitching babe. How unexpected! Unexpected!
Teddy has a stroke! Its comical tone does not last long before the voice becomes distorted and the image disappears. It reminded me of a malfunctioning machine. I stare at the monitor. I have a hunch that it will return soon. Just as I thought, the costume reappears. But its behavior is very different now.
Case 04, unintended intruder. Entering elimination process.
Its mechanical sounding voice is completely different from the joking tone it had before. And that phrase, elimination process. It seems that a battle will be starting. I release the safeties from the weapons built into my body. That's when a large noise comes from behind me.
Whoa!
Oh, Kanji! A young man in a school uniform comes rolling in with a yell.
A human?
No! Jeez!
Sheesh!
Tried to open right then! This makes no damn sense.
I thought that I was ready for any eventuality, but I had not expected to suddenly encounter a human.
Are you alright? You seem to be unharmed.
The young man looks back at me with a steely gaze while fixing his bleached hair with his fingers. His behavior does not seem to be that of one who came in pursuit of me.
What? Never seen you before.
I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Aegis.
Only then do I remember that my appearance would seem very peculiar to a casual observer.
I'm a transfer student. I have blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yeah, we can see that.
Gatling cannon.
Huh?
I'm sorry, forget what I said. In the past, that prepared explanation for students has been effective, but no longer.
Wait, does she actually say Gatling cannon when she introduces herself? I guess I'll find out.
Okay. Anyways, I'm Kanji Tatsumi. This mean you're my next opponent?
Dojima. Hey, you. Can you clean the TV screen? You. No. Yeah, huh? God, that I want to see that little scenario happen. Just like you just desperately tries to hide, keep Dojima from seeing his hand sticking in the TV while he wipes it off.
Opponent? What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'm talking about a scrap!
You mean a fight? But we have only met Tatsumi-san. Actually, where are we?
Enough blabbering, you machine!
With a yell, he slams the folding chair in his hand on the ground. A cold, dull metallic sound echoes and eliminates any possibility for talking this over.
What's a fake girl like you doing calling me by my name?
I go quiet. A fake girl. I understand how I might elicit such a reaction, but there is pain in my chest. You can't believe no one from P3 talks about Kanji's last name. That's right, because they literally live on Tatsumi Port Island, right? Like, I know it has the name in that. Yeah, all this time, no one's ever mentioned it. Even when, like, the P4 gang goes there, just no one ever mentions it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. Though I cannot help but smile at how instinctively I reacted that way. It seems I have become more human-like than I knew.
I was worried I might have to go up against my senpai, but I ain't gonna hold back against a robot like you.
Thinking with a calm mind, I noticed a small incongruity in his attitude. When he first saw me, he seemed unsure and claimed that he had not seen me before. Yet, though he knows now that I am a machine, he doesn't seem particularly surprised. Aren't those two things contradictory? I focus my senses once more and enhance the gain on my sensors. I detect a faint interference. Because it had appeared uniformly across all my sensors, I hadn't been aware of it. What is this?
You're not gonna do anything. I'll make the first move. Take Mikazuchi!
I was about to get racist.
A persona?
Light flickers intermittently. Could that be electricity? Lightning! Bad! A thick barrel-like arm charged with voltage approaches from above. I jump back and narrowly escape a crushing blow.
Nice dodge. Looks like you got at least a little bit of fight in you.
A persona user. I was careless. Excuse me. I should have expected that possibility since I encountered him inside the TV. Lightning! Bad! I hope we hear it in this fight. I do not know the procedure for attacking a human, but if he's a persona user, I must defend myself with the usual armaments.
There is no avoiding this fight. I cannot fall here.
Alright, let's go. Finally, Aigis' first fight. It took us an hour and 52 minutes, but we're finally here.
Finally!
Persona! I failed! I summoned you! Fight! Fight! Anti-air! Athena! I failed!
Yeah, Gatling gun.
Nothing!
Pirate! Jump! Back here! Holding my balance! I failed!
Bomb.
Rebel! Athena! Pirate! Now jump! I failed! Yourself! Persona! Athena! Here! Jump!
Oh, whoops.
Ready?
Maximum speed!
Maximum velocity. What?
Destination! Please help my other self!
Bomb it now. Bomb time. There we go. Dead.
Alright, it's over!
Look at Aiga, she's steamy. But yeah, easy peasy. I should probably stop there because it might take a while to get to the next fight and it's already like 11:38. Yeah, I'll stop there, but we'll continue next time.
Are you alright, Tatsumi-san?
Yeah. Gotta save it there. Alright. But that means we have a little extra time for some. Just leave a little time for some sounds. Wait, no, it's not. Gallery. Time for some voice clips. Yeah, you're welcome. Always glad to stream. Yes, we have reached maximum velocity. But yeah, since we didn't get to hear Lightning Bad, we gotta hear it. We gotta hear it now. We have to. One song, one round over 2 days. Yup.
The party has reached its climax.
Climax, huh? But yeah, that's how long these fucking story modes go. barely any gameplay, and it's just mostly dialogue.
There is no need to hold back. Let's do this.
Oh, this is Navi. I'm like, where's Lightning Bad? It's the Navigator voices. Hold on. Wait. This should be the right one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, true.
Not electricity.
No, the other one, the other one.
Lightning bad. Lightning bad.
Oh, and since we fought Kanji, I need to hear the duh. No, wait, that wasn't it. The difference between A and B, well, they have like a whole bunch of sound clips. I don't know like what like triggers each one, but like there's like 2 alternate takes, I guess, for like a certain sound. Like if, for example, for A and B25, those are both like if they get hit by lightning. So yeah. Yes, his voice crack. We said I felt that. But yeah, Chow Pork, yeah, I'm just gonna be ending soon. It's pretty much just gonna be me messing around with sound clips, but thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of your night, or day, wherever you may be. And yeah. Wait, I need to hear Akihiko. He's so funny. He's so funny. Okay, but now I need Yosuke. I need to hear Yosuke. Let me hear. Caw, caw. Oh my. Oh yeah, listen to that sexy motherfucker. But give me your grunts. Give me those grunty. Yeah. What I'm gonna be hearing later tonight, yeah. Chie voice clip? Okay. I'll cut back to Yosuke again, but it's Chie time. Actually, what were her shocking ones again? I forgot she had that weird... It sounds like she's doing that thing with her throat, you know, like where you do the huh. No, but it's time for Chie Grunty.
Ouch! Ow!
Yeah, this is what Chuck's gonna hear later today.
Crap! Oh crap! Wait! No! Ouch! Ow! Okay!
Oh.
Not bad!
That oh crap is a mood. I know, right? Where is it?
Really? Oh crap!
Yeah, that's a mood. Almost every day.
Oh crap!
But yes. Hold on, I just... I like this one. I especially like that one. But yeah, okay. Anyways, I think that's enough for me. But yeah, anyways. Thank you for tuning into the stream. As always, love chatting with you guys. But yeah, yeah. Oh, also if you're just watching, always glad to be entertainment. Oh, Abebe. Okay, I'll play Abebe. I'll play the Abebe because it's funny. Abebe. Let's see. I think it was here. Oh. That scream! No, here it is. Here it is. But yes. Okay, for realsies though. Thank you for tuning in. Always glad talking with you guys. Excuse me. And if you're just watching, always glad to be entertainment. Thank you for dealing with like that almost hour-long plane ride from hell. But tomorrow is Shin Megami Tuesday, so that means SMT5 tomorrow. So expect that. You know what? I think I'm ready for Zeus. I did a little bit of training, and I'm just gonna say we have a little change to our lineup. Or a big change, yeah. Yeah, Goldmine. I know, right? Those sound clips are gold mines right there. But yeah. And also, I'm thinking we might actually do 2 days of Persona 4 Ultimax, like, next week. Because, like, Labrys's birthday, or, like, you know, the day she was built, is actually 420, Blaze It. So, we'll have time to do Aigus's one day, and then Labrys will just cover her whole, maybe her whole story mode, like, that Wednesday, because we gotta celebrate my favorite Bostonian robot. But in the meantime, yes, let's focus in on tomorrow. SMT5 will be tomorrow, so I will catch you guys then. So
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
oh hey, fitting Aigus is here. Alright, thank you Aigus. But yeah, Matanene my dudes, I hope you have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And yeah. Yes, sir. Labrys's birthday is the Dank Day, April 20, which also happens to be Mother 3's release date. So, yeah, it's a very eventful day right there. But
this
yeah,
program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Thanks, Junpei. But yes, next week should be quite interesting indeed. But alright, for realsies, I'm gonna go have some nice Yosuke fanfic time. And also Johan. Hello, Yosuke. Yeah, it's your time, baby. Alright. But for real, peace, my dudes. Have a good one. Boy!